Hello everyone, this is Tiffany from National Charter University, and this is our 10th listening strategy video, and the topic today is note-taking. Like video 8 and 9, note-taking is also an academic-related topic. Note-taking means to jot down main ideas quickly and efficiently. Having good note-taking skills is extremely important if you will be tested on your comprehension of the listening content. Today, we will give you some tips first and then use two different types of TOEFL test structures to demo different note-taking skills. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Tip number one is to be concise. Don't write everything down. You definitely don't have time for that. You want to focus on the main idea. For example, in lectures, they will show up in the opening and the bodies. In conversations, they will be content words or keywords. So you don't want to write the entire sentence. What you want to do is focus on keywords or phrases and jot those down in your notes. Another thing that will help you save time is using symbols. Okay, so for example, at, equals, divided by, percentage, greater than, next, or abbreviations like because, without, but, second, third, and final. You can go online to Google a list of these and learn them, or you can even make up your own. Most importantly is that you know these symbols and what they mean so that you can use them in a quick way to jot down ideas, okay? Tip 2 is to identify the structure. Knowing the structure will help you find the main ideas easier. Here are 5 common academic structures. The first one is natural conversation, where you hear A says something, B says something, A says something, and it's basically like a dialogue. It could be between 2 people or 3 people. The second one is chronological order or steps. So for this structure, it follows a first, second, third sequence where the sequence cannot be switched around. History lectures and TOEFL listening often follow this structure starting from the earliest and moving up to the most current. The third one we have is compare and contrast. Compare means talking about the similarities, and you will hear a lot of transitions like and, furthermore, in addition. Contrast means talking about the differences, and you'll hear transitions like but, however, on the contrary. The fourth one is theory and evidence. This is a theory following various pieces of evidence to support it. For example, on Twitter, President Trump stated that global warming is a hoax created by China to hurt the United States. Well, roll eyes, right? Most scientists obviously disagree and think that global warming is real, so then they need to provide evidence to support their view on the issue, okay? The next one is cause and effect. This is the A happens, then B happens. This can vary though. For example, in a lecture, you might hear global warming and the 3 main effects, or global warming and 3 different effects on us. All right, so after you have identified the structure of the talk, it will help you find main ideas easier as well as decide the most effective format to put your notes in, which is the next tip. Tip number 3 is to use a layout that best fits the structure. Here we introduce 3. The first one is listing. I'm sure most of you guys are very familiar with this one, right? Basically outlining main ideas in a list with bullet points. For example, topic sentence, examples, topic sentence, supporting details, and so forth. The second one should be familiar to you too. Columns are especially useful when it comes to comparing and contrasting. You see a line in between, you can visualize that. What about the last one, clustering, or some people call it mind mapping? Have you ever tried that one before? Clustering is mapping the relationships between the ideas by drawing shapes and lines. Some people like rectangles. I personally like circles. You start from the middle and start extending it with more shapes as you hear more content. So for example, here we have, example, example. You can do more here as well. Okay, so now that you know 3 different layouts, you can choose 1 or even combo 2 of them to take notes. Remember, whatever layout is easiest for you to jot down the ideas and to understand the notes afterwards is the best layout. Today, we're going to do 2 practices because I want to demo different note-taking layouts for different structures. I chose 2 integrated practices from the TOEFL iBT that requires you to remember and integrate information in a short amount of time. In these situations, taking good notes is crucial.